I was a Ferrari in the wrong garage. I pick a stronger opponent than both of them, but I know how to use the mic.
Mano, welcome to Fight Week. How are you feeling right now?
Hello. Feel good. Thank you. Feel amazing.
Absolutely. You catch the Portugal game earlier today?
Yeah, we draw, nah? 1-1. Was a good game.
Absolutely. Well, shifting to the fight itself, right? Kyoji Horiguchi, a guy you have history with. So, what was your reaction like when they gave you the name?
Yeah, it's a good fighter. I'm happy to face him right now. Uh, like I said before, back in the time, I didn't have any resource, the structure, what I have right now. I only was the fearless young kid, with a lot of talent. I was a Ferrari in the wrong garage, So right now, I have everything what I dream to have, everything what I need to be the better athlete, and to face him, equally to equally. And one thing I can tell right now, I'm the side A and he's side B.
What have you made from his evolution from 2017 all the way until now?
He's being a great fighter, being a great champion back in the time. He possessed he possessed the speed, the timing, what he had. He had a unique style. He's a great athlete. I possess the power, I possess the timing, and I possess the speed as well. So he's going to be an interesting fighter. What I truly believe, I'm very positive that the win is going to be at home.
You mentioned some of the things you possess yourself as a fighter. What are some other things you feel like you've evolved since your guys' first meeting up until now that you think will allow you to be victorious?
One thing I can tell about me, about my style, what I don't have, I have a lot of power for this division. And most of the thing, I'm very unpredictable. That's my main thing on my game. I can turn the lights on the first round, but this fight is a 5 round. If we have to go to the 5 rounds, I'll be happy to go. And take this victory back home, make another statement, a brilliant and beautiful like I did last time, and then we're gonna see the next.
And obviously he's a guy that's good everywhere where the fight goes. So, come Saturday, let's say you find yourself in a position where, he deploys his grappling. How do you deal with that this time around?
Of course, I've been in this position before, and anywhere, one thing I can tell you, anywhere we go, I'll be very prepared, strategic, and fearless and cold to beat him.
Yeah. And what sort of statement do you feel like you need to set out against Kyoji this weekend? Do you feel like you need a great finish, or what do you feel like you need?
I need to beat him. I need to beat me. My focus is to beat him, and then if I feel that it's going too easy, I'll put on show. Like I did last time. I'll put on show, but my focus is on winning. I think the victory takes care of everything. And bring back home.
Do you think you can get to a point where your style, you're showing off style?
Definitely. Right now, right now, one thing about me, I can tell you, I can do whatever I want. I can do whatever I want inside the cage. I'm very confident on my abilities, on my skills. I don't underestimate him. Never anyone. He's a great fighter, like I say, give the flowers, shout out. But I'm a different boy. I'm just too different.
Love it. And what are your thoughts right now on the title picture in your division, right? I mean, one would think that whoever wins here could be up for the title shot, but there's also Alessandro Pantoja, who, people think, comes back and could hop straight back into the picture. So kind of going off what I said earlier, do you feel like depending on what you do today, they'll just throw you in there? Or
No, honestly, to be honestly, I'm not thinking about this. I'm not thinking about this. That's not my focus right now. My focus is on Kyoji. Totally, my focus 100% on Kyoji Horiguchi. That's my main focus. About the title shot, this is another conversation after the fight, and I have to be here again. Saturday night. and then we can talk about the picture of the belt. But right now, that's not something that I'm interested to think.
No, that's awesome. Do you feel like he's the hardest guy out of the top ranked guys?
100%. That's why I pick this guy, so I can scare another guys that's maybe gonna face the title. So if I face this guy, I didn't wait because I had the options to wait for the title shot. I pick a stronger opponent than both of them. So this just tell a lot about me, about how confident I am, about how I've been putting on work, and that I had the mentality of a champion. No matter who, I'll face.
Yeah. Do you feel like there will still be a little bit of bad blood left over from the?
No bad blood. There is no bad blood at all. We are different fighters. Back in the time, it was a different environment. It's a total different times. But I knew one day our path is gonna cross, and I was gonna be very, very, very ready and very prepared for him. That is right now. So right now, I'm in a position where I can say I have everything to be the athlete what I am right now.
Yeah, that's awesome. You became big out in Japan, you know, fighting guys like him and Kai and everyone you fought out in Ryzen. Do you feel like, is there any part of you that just wishes, you know, this fight took place out there, or is it just business as usual?
It would be beautiful if we go there. You know, it would be beautiful if we go there. That's one thing that was in my head when I fight Brandon Royval, beat him. You know, I thought in my head that they supposed to put me to fight for the belt, but guess what? They bet on wrong dog. They put tighter. They want this market so much, and I'm gonna spoil that again, you know, and show that if you want to go to this market, have to be through me.
Awesome. Whenever the UFC goes back to Japan, would you like to be on that?
Have to be through me.
Best of luck.
Thank you.
When you go back to that time of when that first fight happened, I'm sure you were a very confident fighter then. You're a very confident fighter now. How different is the mindset and the experience of then
I was
to
very
now?
confident at that time.
You weren't confident?
I was very confident at that time. I was very, very confident at that time. I beat Yomako, the title challenger at that time, you know, only training with my cousin, you know, with no resource, nothing, only me and him. And I beat him badly. I went to the semifinal with Kyoji Horiguchi, you know. We have a fight toes to toes. I give you the most challenger fight on this tournament, and I give you the most challenger fight he had in Japan back in the time. And so, yes, my confidence always was there. Never was lack of confidence, because confidence you don't build, you burn, you know? Or you have the heart of a lion, or you don't have, you know? That is something I've been in very bad times, adversity. I never give up, always go through, you know, faith of God, and let it see where we put me in life. So confidence is something that you can tell Manel never had, you know. From where I come from, there is no options to have no confidence, you know.
What would you say is the biggest area of growth you've seen in your life from that time to now? Is it outside of just the skill set? Where do you think that you've felt the most growth within yourself as an athlete, as a man, anything during this time? Where have you seen the biggest growth in your life?
The biggest growth is when I have my daughter, you know, when my daughter born, I just completely changed the person I am. You know, you forget the things that you think that is important in your life, material anything, and you start thinking more about others, you know, and you have a responsibility, you have something to take care, to give the future. So that's one thing I grow. I don't want more these things. I don't want this, not real my goal, you know, but you're just gonna understand when you have the things. When you have the things, you're gonna understand that sometimes don't mean nothing, but share it with the people you love, give to the people you love, is more important than anything.
That's awesome. When Kyoji was in here and we were asked sort of like, you both are different fighters since back then, but he thought that you both had growth in that time. Do you feel that your growth has been bigger in your career than what his growth and his fight style? Do you see that you've become a more well-rounded or better fighter than you've seen that his growth in this time period?
I see his growth, but I see him slow down a bit, a lot too. Um, yeah, I had a lot to learn. I have a lot to learn. You know, from back in the time when you guys ask me about last time. Sometimes I'm like, I even don't think more about that time. It's already out of my reality. Sometimes people say you have to look in the past. I just look in the past to see where I come from and the things where I achieve. I'm not looking to the past to live the past. I look to the past like, wow, now I'm here. I'm grateful to that position where I am for the work I've been doing. And this was the things that make me happy. As a fighter, I grow so much. There is no words I can describe, the only thing I can say, besides my last fight, I'm very optimistic for the victory. I can feel the victory. I can smell it, and I'm going to be very prepared for that fight, Saturday night.
And last for me, I know in the past, people often think that you are going to be very explosive at the beginning, but wonder how well you will be in those championship rounds. How will you look if the fight is dragged out into those later rounds in this main event? How good will you look still in those later rounds?
So one thing that I can say, look in the past when we went to the third round for the final round, because in the Rising, there is no 5 rounds. It was getting tighter. So, and I can tell from his fight what I can say, because he possesses a lot of stamina for his game. He's very explosive. He always explosive position that drag his stamina down. So I can tell I'm very, very, very advanced on this position. And the fight's going to the 5th round. I truly believe it's going to benefit myself, So I'm looking forward to this 5th round. If not, like I say, I'm very unpredictable and I can turn the lights very early.
Best of luck on Saturday.
Thank you so much, sir.
Manel, I've had a chance to speak with you off the record, and you're always cool, calm, very respectful. But when the lights get bright inside the octagon and sometimes on the microphone, you seem to flip a switch. You seem to turn it on. Do you feel that you shine brighter under the spotlight? And where does that come from? Where do you get that from? How can you explain that?
It's just me. Size kid, always being a troublemaker, That's myself. I always try to be myself, never play any type of character. But I know how to use the mic. That's if the answer to your question.
Thank you so much. Best of luck.
You're welcome. Thank you, brother.